I go to put the Flag Day soundtrack in the other day, and there's Ed Vedder doing Drive. And you've got Jason Isbell doing a couple of tracks on his new record with Night Swimming and Driver 8. I mean, people have been covering you guys for years and years and years, but to have these artists doing it, I mean, first off, were you tipped off beforehand? Do they call you and say, hey, is this okay? Or do you listen to this beforehand?
Yeah, Jason, I don't know, Mike, did we know that Jason was going to do that? We knew that he had set a goal for himself if Georgia went blue.
To do an album of Georgia songs, yeah. And I knew there was going to be, I knew Driver 8 was going to be on there. I didn't know he was doing Night Swimming. That was interesting.
His melodic take on Driver 8, the way he rephrases certain lines, it makes me actually jealous. I listened to it several times and sang along. It was super great. And I wrote him a note. I've never met Jason, but I wrote him a note to tell him how grateful we were that he had done such a beautiful job with those songs. With Sean Penn and Eddie Vedder, we're great friends with Ed. So he reached out to say, look, I don't know if this is insane, but I'm going to do this. And are you okay with it? And what can we have it for the movie if it turns out good? And I said, without even, and we always check in with each other, but I knew where Mike and Peter and Bill live on this type of subject. And I said, you have our blessing. Like, please do whatever you want with it. I'm thrilled with the idea that people now feel comfortable covering R.E.M. because for the longest time, we seemed like the most uncoverable band. And maybe it's the material, and maybe it's I don't know what the subject matter, but people didn't really go there, and now they are, and that feels super good.
It is weird. There's something odd about the amount of time that it takes it took for us to go from being, however popular we were while we were extant as a recording unit, to the time when people felt comfortable recording us. And I always wondered why it didn't happen more often. I didn't lose any sleep over it, but I did wonder why. And now it's everywhere. I mean, there are people as famous as Jason and Ed doing things. There are a lot of people I've never heard of that are doing really fun, unusual covers of R.E.M. songs in genres that I wasn't even familiar with. And it's very exciting. It's really cool to see your stuff reimagined by an entire new generation of musicians.
Yeah. I hum Airport Man, at least once or twice a week. So that's not covering, but I'm covering it around the house anyway. So
if you're able to hum Airport Man, you're a better man than I am, Kyle.
And thanks to my guest. Also, thanks to you for checking out the episode in the series. Before you get out of here, hit that subscribe button. Again, you get 3 brand new interviews every single week. New one every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at right here on YouTube, or of course anywhere in podcast land, including iTunes, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Podchaser, NPR, or WFPK.org as well. A great way to keep up with your favorite artists and discover new ones as well. Then after that, actually head over to WFPK.org. That's where I do a show Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern. It's an hour full of song premieres, music news, anniversary spins, bonus interviews, Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern at WFPK.org. Consequence has your music and film news. You can also find me on the social media spots, Facebook, Instagram, mostly on Twitter. All 3 of them, the address is at Kyle Meredith. Do hope you like and follow along. That does it for another edition. I'm Kyle Meredith. I'll see you next time.